The seasons slip by at a pace, and the year reaches its end. Where did that go? There are still beautiful sunny days to be savoured in between rain and storms.
So we definitely, the weather has definitely changed. Now we've got days of rain and it's become very cold. We had frost the other day up on the top of the mountain. But it's then you get days like this, which are, I'm going to have to take my coat off and I can feel sweat running down my back. I have just walked up the hill, well, the mountain, not all the way from the bottom obviously, because we're almost at the top, so it's not far to go to the top. But this is just breathtakingly beautiful. The air's fresh, you can see right across to the Estrella Mountains. Bozo, wait a minute. And it's like, I'm loving it. It's like, oh, so nice and warm. And this is kind of what I was hoping. I had a good friend of mine come to stay, and it was foul. It was, yeah. We had big storms. I've never heard the wind blow so much. It was just raining. We did get out to walk because it cleared up in the afternoon, but it wasn't this. So yesterday afternoon for lunch, Chris and I sat on the terrace and just ate because that was the warmest place. There was none of that. And then, what did she do? Saturday, Sunday, Monday she stayed. And we were here, and it's just, Monday was not too bad. We went and had a nice walk and we got to see some of the weather, but it just wasn't bright sunshine and beautiful and not, this is what I was hoping for. This is what I know in the autumn and the winter you can get. And I was like, okay, you can get I suppose you take your chance. It's like, oh well, yeah, but you can also get what she experienced, which was very wet. Fortunately, it wasn't cold. It was just wet, so everything's damp and wet and cold. Damp cold, you know that? So trying to get things dry, lighting fires, running between buildings in the wet, and then you get wet and all of those challenges. So she saw it in all its rawness. The rain's coming. My friends in the village have said if the wind turbines are facing that direction, so they're facing along the mountain towards Caramulu, then they said that's when the rain comes. And so far, they've been absolutely right. So it's due to come in this afternoon or this lunchtime. So I need to get as many tidying up jobs as I can, and sort of prepare the garden for yet more rain. So breakfast and out to it. You're right, sweetie. Don't worry. It's all right. So the whole purpose of today, or this morning, for as long as the sunshine shines, as long as there's nice weather, there is forecast rain today. So that's the rest of the day out, although you never know. But the wind turbines, as I've already said, are facing Caramulo. They're facing, there's a certain direction that the villagers say, if the wind turbines are that way, it's going to rain, and generally they have been spot on and accurate. So I thought, okay, we have had torrential rain for the last 2 weeks. It has rained really hard, very, very heavy rain and strong winds. And what's happening is the water from the trees is washing all this, which is partly why I put the stones to stop the water running away. But the water drains from the yard, and you can see it's cutting a water channel down the path. And I've sort of directed it into the water channel that runs around the edge of the garden. But here, it means that the rain comes off the trees and off the wall, and it just slides it. So I'd put some winter onions in here, and they've just, maybe I put them in too early, but I think they've just got drowned. And the same with some other vegetables that I put in there, they just can't cope with the amount of rain. So I'm going to rescue what I can and put them into other places that are a bit more shaded or a bit more less dramatic dynamic than here. I set these cold beds up just to protect when it starts to get really cold, and I think this year it probably will do. So I'm going to tidy these up and sort all this area, and these, and put some compost and maybe go and just put these to bed. I think trying to grow things at the minute with the amount of rain that we're getting is just it's asking a bit too much. Someone's coming, that's Bozo going nuts. We've got dogs running around, and they're running around on the terrace at the top, just up here, and he's going nuts. So he runs up and down the terrace, and that's another thing that takes out some of the field beans that I planted. I come and I find those with the tops knocked off because he's running over them. Not only do you have snails and little whatever else, you've also got dogs. What's up? Ah!
Yeah.
Bom dia! Put a load of onions in here and there's hardly any left.
So I got on with rescuing what plants I could. I am considering installing raised beds here under the trees. Perhaps over winter they can be giant coal frames. However, I need to think very carefully about the type of material to build them from. We have a very humid climate and can spend days in the clouds, so wood would rot quickly. I'm not convinced whether using galvanized steel is such a good idea, so it's just a little bit more thinking time that I need. Anyway, on with my garden. In between days of rain, there are opportunities to be savoured. When the weather is dry and the sun shines, then it's to enjoy being outside. When the days of rain come, then it's time for the jobs to be done in the house or to rest in front of the fire and stay warm. Something I am having to learn to do. That to stop is a possibility, a necessity. Just like the natural world around me is doing. Resting. Preparing. Being ready for a coming season, another coming season of growth.
Where are we going, Rose? No, we're not going back there. Come on.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoy the stories that I tell of my life on this mountain. If so, please give me a like before you leave. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do consider and click the button. Then I will see you very soon for yet another story of my time on this mountain. Goodbye.